It has been a crazy summer. I have had not one, but two summer internships. I have had guests over multiple times. I did a Maymester. School has now kicked back up again. I went to a family reunion. I have had summer school. It has been jam-packed, to say the least. So, finally, I have a video for you. Also, I'm sorry this lighting is making me look really shiny and washed out. Ignore that. Anyway, so I recently reread Harry Potter for the first time since I was 11. So it's been a hot minute, and I loved it so much. So naturally, I decided to make an ASMR video themed off of it. I'm considering making some Harry Potter, like role plays. Comment down below if you'd be interested in that. Anyway, today I collected a variety of kind of like cool, interesting looking clothes that reminded me of each of the Hogwarts houses. And I tried them on, do a little fashion show for you. So today I'm going to be showing you what I would wear as a member of each of the Hogwarts houses. Guess what house I'm part of? I'm not going to tell you. Okay. You have to guess. Maybe I'll tell you at the end. We'll see. Anyway, well, also comment down below if you have taken your sorting quiz. Tell me what house you're in. Anyway, while I show you my outfits, I'm going to be doing a whispered voiceover of a BuzzFeed article. I'm looking at it right now. A BuzzFeed article called 70 Facts That Will Change the Way You Look at the Harry Potter Universe. We'll see how accurate that is. I probably won't get through all 70, but, we'll get through as many as we can. It does contain major Harry Potter spoilers. So if you haven't read it, or you haven't read the whole thing, and you don't want it to be spoiled, go watch a different video of mine, okay? Good. So, without further ado, let's go. Oh, by the way, last thing, I promise. My video editing program thing chopped my head and my feet out of the frame, so I had a cute hairstyle and cute shoes for every outfit. Unfortunately, you will not be able to see them, and I can't figure out how to fix it. But I mean, c'est la vie. So my head and my feet will be gone, but you'll survive. I'll survive. It'll be fine. Anyway, let's get right into it. 70 facts that will change the way you look at the Harry Potter universe. 1. Voldemort was 71 years old when he died in the Battle of Hogwarts. Dumbledore was 115 years old when he was killed by Snape. Fred and George Weasley were born on April Fool's Day. That's so cute and I love it. Anyway, Harry Potter shares the same birthday as J.K. Rowling, which is July 31st. Mine is July 21st. I was so close. The first time the Vanishing Cabinet is mentioned is actually in the Chamber of Secrets, when Peeves broke it. Arthur Weasley was supposed to die in the Order of the Phoenix, but was replaced with Lupin and Tonks in the Deathly Hallows. I will never forgive J.K. Rowling for killing off Lupin and Tonks. They are my favorite characters, along with McGonagall. How dare she? Anyway, moving on. Lupin wasn't originally meant to die, but Rowling knew she needed to bring back the story of parents dying, because leaving a child parentless is one of the most horrific things about war. Goodness, okay. 8. From the very beginning, J.K. Rowling knew she wanted the Battle of Hogwarts to lead to Harry walking to his death in the forest with his family and having Hagrid carry him out. That is what kept Hagrid safe from dying in the books. 9. Hogwarts has no does wizarding taxation work, I wonder? Suddenly I'm really curious. Anyway. 10. Harry and Dudley would still see each other after the Battle of Hogwarts, but they would visit more out of a sense of duty and sit in silence so that their children could see their cousins. 11. Fred was the hardest person for Rowling to kill. I get that, but excuse me, Lupin and Tonks are right there. And Sirius, jeez. But I mean, Fred is pretty brutal. George never got over Fred's death, and he was never able to produce a Patronus again. That's really depressing. George eventually married Angelina Johnson and named his first child after Fred. I love that. Angelina was awesome. The only time the twins ever got injured was when they were apart. George lost an ear while en route to the safe house, and Fred died in an explosion. 15. Rowling almost killed off Ron, quote, out of sheer spite. Spite at who? In the Order of the Phoenix, when Molly Weasley tries to defeat a boggart, it transforms into each of her family members in turn, including the twins, but they appear together, because not even in her worst nightmares did she imagine Fred and George being separated. Dang, that's brutal. After the Battle of Hogwarts, Harry, Ron, and Hermione all went to work for the Ministry. Harry and Ron became Aurors, and Hermione began her post-Hogwarts career at the Department for the Regulation and Control of Magical Creatures. 17. Eventually, Harry became head of the Auror office. Hermione became Minister of Magic, and Ron left the Ministry to help George run the joke shop. Love that. 18. Hermione is the female derivative of Hermes, a messenger god known for his sharp wit and ability to transition between worlds. 19. Harry in Norse means war chief, and in England it means protector, or in English it means protector. Ginny Weasley became a professional Quidditch player for the Holyhead Harpies, but eventually retired to take care of her children. She then became a senior Quidditch correspondent at the Daily Prophet. These were some of the original names of the characters before Rowling changed them. Hermione Buckle, Neville Puff, Draco Spinks, Lily Moon, which was Luna Lovegood, Madari Patil, and Maddie Patil. I think I like her official choices better. 22. Michael Jackson once approached Rowling about making a musical based on the books, but she turned it down. 23. Rowling eventually produced a play with John Tiffany and Jack Thorne called Cursed Child, which tells the story of Harry's son, Albus Severus Potter. Fun fact, I really hated that play. I never actually saw it, but I read it and it was really quite awful. If you disagree, I'm sorry. For a long time, Rowling planned the last word in the series to be Scar, but eventually changed the last sentence to All was well. I like that better. 26. Rowling intended for Hermione to have a younger sister, but it felt, quote, too late. 27. Ron's Patronus is a Jack Russell Terrier, known for chasing otters. Hermione's Patronus is an otter. That's cute. 28. Expecto Patronum translates to I await a guardian in Latin. I knew a little bit of Latin once. I do not remember it anymore. I know a bit of Spanish now, though. That's beside the point. Anyway, 29. Dementors are based off of J.K. Rowling's time of depression in her 20s. As someone who has dealt with depression in the past, Snape died, he was not immediately added to the portraits in the headmaster's office, but Harry insisted he be placed next to Dumbledore. 36. Most Black family members are named after stars or constellations. Sirius is known colloquially as the Dog Star, reflecting its prominence in the constellation Canis Major. I will never get over the fact that there is not a character named Cassiopeia Black. She is headcanon for me. 37. James Sirius Potter, Harry's oldest son, stole the Marauder's map from his dad's desk. 38. Winky the house elf is still at Hogwarts, but never got over her addiction to butterbeer. Goodness, poor thing. 39. There are 700 fouls in Quidditch. 40. Originally, Dean Thomas thought his father abandoned him, but it turns out that Dean's dad never told his family he was a wizard, and he was killed when he refused to join Voldemort. Oof, that's rough. Platform 7.5 is the Orient Express. I wonder if that's canon. I don't know. I feel like they just made that up. I'll have to research that. 42. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna pronounce this so wrong. Mahotokoro is the Japanese wizarding school located on the topmost point of the volcanic island of Minami Iwojima. It is the smallest student body of the 11 major wizarding schools. I'm so sorry for pronouncing that so wrong. I have no idea. 43. The flying carpet is the main source of transportation in South Asia. 44. A magnificent fountain in the middle of the park at Bobaton's school is said to have healing and beautifying powers and is named for Nicholas and Parnell Flamel. 45. Wizards have the power to correct or override mundane nature, but not magical nature. Therefore, a wizard could catch anything a muggle might catch, but he could cure all of it. He would also comfortably survive a scorpion sting that might kill a muggle, whereas he might die if bitten by a venomous tentacula or tentacula or whatever. 46. Ilvermorny is the American wizarding school located in Mount Greylock in Massachusetts. 47. The houses of Ilvermorny are Horned Serpent, Wampus, Thunderbird, and Pukwudgie. 48. Newt Scamander had a close relationship with fellow student Letta Lestrange, a relative of Bellatrix. Okay, am I the only one who, low-key is really likes Bellatrix? I don't know, obviously she's awful, but, I don't know. I think she's cool.